What's up guys, I'm Modern Arts here and I'm going to be making you guys a little tutorial on how to use the Metaball and some lighting and some HDRI image. So first open up Cinema 4D and we're going to do our render settings. So for output you're going to have 1280 by 720 as usual, and frame range you're going to have all frames. Oops, this got changed 1 second. Alright, save it as a QuickTime movie and click here to choose where to save it. And then I already have these on, but you don't need those. So what you have is general. So there you go. And for options, have ray depth on 6, reflection depth on 2, and shadow depth on 6. So now we're gonna make a Metaball, and for you guys who don't know how to do that, I'm gonna show you how. You're gonna get a sphere, and we're going to make the radius 50, and we're going to make the segments 100. And then you're going to control drag on that sphere, so you have a total of 5 or 6. I'll just go with 5. It's not working for some reason. Sometimes my control drag gets messed up. Alright, so there you go. You got 5 spheres. And now you're going to go to this thing right here, and you're going to click on Metaball. And it's very easy. You're going to click on the first sphere and then shift and hold on shift and click on the last sphere so you have them all selected, and drag them into the Metaball. So click on the Metaball, and for under object, for editor subdivision, the lower the number, the better will come out and the longer it will take to render. So I'm going to put it at 5. And this sphere you're going to call main. This sphere you're going to call top. This sphere you're going to call right. This sphere you're going to call left. And this sphere you're going to call bottom. So what you want is a main sphere, a top sphere, a bottom sphere, a left sphere, a right sphere. So you're going to take the top sphere and going to put it at the top. So just so you can clarify, right sphere, drag it to the right. Left sphere, drag it to the left, and bottom sphere, drag it to the bottom. And this is just right now, so we have a placement of where each sphere is. After that, we're going to make a background. Or actually, we're creating the HDRI, which is going to reflect off the Metaball. So you're going to add a sky, and you're going to right-click Cinema 4D Tags, and then click on Compositing. And you're going to uncheck Scene by Camera. Then you're going to go to File, Load Material Preset, User, Material. Those are my custom HDRIs, which I have downloaded from someone else on YouTube. But you guys are going to be using the default HDRIs, so you're going to go to Load Material Preset. I think it's under Cinema 4D. Yeah, so Cinema 4D Materials, HDRI. And you can really choose whichever one you want, but I like number 24. So once you have that, you're going to drag that off onto the sky. So what it means is the camera doesn't see this HDRI image, but the reflections do see it. So now you're going to make a material that the Metaball is going to reflect off of. So let's try to make something kind of interesting. Let's for color. Actually, I kind of have a cool idea. I'm just kind of experimenting with you guys. It really doesn't matter which material you want, but you just want to have some reflection on it, so the HDRI is worthwhile. But I'm going to try going to Load Material Preset, Engineering Edition, Materials, Metal, and then Lead, and trying to make like a cool glowing orange thing. So once you have loaded that lead material, for color, I've never done this before, but I'm just experimenting. Make it a bright orange. For luminance, let's do orange again. Let's try to boost the luminance. See what happens if we do 200. Or for texture, I think let's try clearing the texture. Alright, that looks more like it. And once you've cleared the texture, drag the brightness back to 100%. And now let's do reflection. Let's have it a Fresnel reflection. So texture on that little arrow, make it Fresnel. And have it on 15 for the brightness and 50 for the mix strength. And then, I'll just keep it like that. It's probably going to be pretty cool. So drag that onto the Metaball. See how this looks. That looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like an orange almost. So unless you want a black background, which I think is kind of boring, and you can't really, well, I just don't want a black background. You can have one, but it's your choice. I'm gonna click these 4 arrows and add a floor. And then for coordinates, you're gonna, for the P right here on coordinates, right where mouse is, you're gonna drag that to 90, so it's at a 90-degree angle. And then rotate your angle a little bit so you can see it like that, and just drag this green arrow back so the floor isn't right behind this Metaball. So I'll just, what did I just do? Just center this. And now let's see how it looks. See, now you have like a light gray background. And you can make material and drag it onto the floor if you want, but I'm just going to keep it like this. And what else we're going to do, we're going to click on the Metaball, and you're going to right click, Cinema 4D tags, and then go to vibrate. So this is just going to make the Metaballs not stay still and just kind of shake a little bit. So for tag, you're going to check off enable position, and you're going to make, for amplitude, you're going to make all of them 50. Let's just see how that looks. See, if you play it out, the Metaball kind of shakes. And I think that's a little bit too much shake, or it's going too fast. So you're going to click on the vibrate, where my mouse is, on the Metaball. And you're going to change your frequency. If you want it to be faster, you can. Or if you want it to be less, you can. I'm going to put it at around 1.3. And now you'll see it doesn't shake around quite as much. It's a little bit more calm. So you have that. We're going to add a camera that's going to be slowly zooming in just to make everything a bit more interesting. So first, where my mouse is, click this little black box near the camera, and that makes it so you see what the camera sees. So you're just going to zoom out a little bit to around there, and you should be at 0 on the timeline, and you're going to click this keyframe button. Then you're going to drag to the end of the animation, which is 90 frames. And you can change your length if you want, but I'm just going to keep it 90 frames. And you're just going to simply zoom in and click another keyframe. So you can see this is the animation we have right now. Camera zooms in, the Metaball vibrates. And I think one of the last things I'm going to do, we're going to have the actual spheres inside the Metaball move around. So the first one, all we're going to do to that is we're going to make it get bigger. So you're going to click a keyframe, then you're going to go to the end of the animation, and you're going to click on this box, and you're going to drag it like that, so it's a little bit bigger. And you can see the got messed up. But hopefully, it's really not working for some reason. I guess we'll just keep the main sphere at what it is. So let's go to the top sphere. Let's have it start in the center at 0 frames, and then drag to the end of the animation, and at 90, drag it up like that, and click a keyframe. So you can see in the animation, Metaball is being dragged out of it. For the right one, we're going to drag it into there, and you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing for keyframing the Metaballs. So I'm just giving you guys ideas, and you could just have that one go out. So far what we have those 2 Metaballs going out. And then you could have the bottom one stay where it is. And you could have the left one start out and slowly move in for variety. Let's just move the keyframes so they don't all end at 90, because that's a little bit boring. So let's see what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. And let's animate the bottom one to move down a little bit. Like that. So now let's watch our animation. That's pretty cool. You have a Metaball, and you have a camera, and you have some HDRI reflecting off, or if you render it. Just going to render it one final time. That looks pretty cool, and while I'm at it, why not put in a little mini tutorial into this, how to save your own material, because I'm going to be doing this to this orange material anyway. What you do is you click File, click on the material that you want to save, File, Save Material Preset, and I'm going to call it Lava, and click OK. And now if you go into File, Load Material Preset, under User, you'll have the material that you made, and if you click on it, it just loads it in like any other material. So, oops. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been a tutorial on how to do a Metaball with some HDRI and some other stuff. So, please subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching.